Hello Gunners, welcome back to the channel. Today we have huge Arsenal transfer news. Fabrizio Romano has confirmed Victor Valdepeñas is heading to Fiorentina, Leandro Trossard is on the verge of joining Beşiktaş, Christos Tzolis is reportedly waiting for Arsenal, and there's a fresh update that could bring Julián Álvarez to the Emirates. Let's get into all the latest Arsenal transfer updates. Fabrizio Romano drops, here we go, for long-term Arsenal transfer target Victor Valdepeñas. Arsenal have reportedly missed out on the transfer of Real Madrid defender Victor Valdepeñas, who is set to join Fiorentina instead. The talented young Spaniard is closing in on an €8 million move from Real Madrid to Fiorentina, according to Fabrizio Romano in a post on his official X page today. Fiorentina reach verbal agreement to sign Victor Valdepeñas from Real Madrid, here we go. Romano posted. €8 million transfer fee, contract until June 2031, Real Madrid maintain, 50% sell-on clause and future control in case of any bids. Clubs started exchanging documents today. How Arsenal missed out on Victor Valdepeñas transfer. Arsenal have a long-standing interest in Valdepeñas, so there'll likely be some disappointment that they missed out on the 19-year-old. However, when you look at the terms of this deal with Fiorentina, they are very favourable towards Los Blancos, and it's hard to imagine Arsenal would have agreed to anything like that. In truth, this looks like a sale that is very much set up for Valdepeñas to come back to Madrid at some point in the future. Otherwise, even if he leaves Fiorentina for big money, that should be profitable for Real, whereas a club like Arsenal would not generally be in the business of selling star names in that way. Exceptional Arsenal man Arteta loves pictured in new team shirt ahead of transfer. Mikel Arteta is about to lose one of his Arsenal favourites, with a deal expected to close imminently. The Gunners are in the midst of an intriguing summer after their Premier League title success last season. The Gunners must be careful not to disrupt the nucleus of their squad, but Arteta knows there are improvements needed to stay ahead in the Premier League and to catch the likes of PSG and Bayern Munich in the Champions League. Arsenal want a left-winger upgrade and a new number 8, while they could yet improve other areas if exits leave gaps, for example in the case of Gabriel Jesus, who will likely depart. Arteta now set to lose one of his favourites. With Arsenal looking to strengthen on the left, Leandro Trossard has been the first player to seek an exit due to wanting regular starts. One of the Gunners' biggest challenges this summer will be keeping some of their important squad players who are going to be offered starting roles elsewhere, and Trossard is the first to take up one of those opportunities. The Belgian arguably had his best season as an Arsenal player last term, playing a vital role in the league and European success. But he also knows he is about to be replaced in the starting 11, and at 31 years of age, he wants to play regular first-team football, now likely in the last year of his prime. Beşiktaş have now moved to strike a deal worth a touch over £17 million, or €20 million specifically. Trossard has already been pictured in a Beşiktaş shirt, and he is now set to fly to Istanbul to complete his move, according to Fabrizio Romano. Arteta loved Trossard's consistency. Speaking about Trossard back in January, Arteta said, I think his level of understanding and consistency, he's got ability. But the level of consistency he's showing this season in particular, I think, has been exceptional. I think he's really clicking with the team in every aspect of the game and he's a player that provides something different to what we have. He added towards the end of the season, I think he's been very consistent, very stable, but as have all of the front players I would say, because they have contributed through the season so far in a great way, whether it's starting or as an impact player. They're in a great moment. It's clear Arteta was a huge fan of Trossard's, keeping faith in the Belgian even when he had difficult patches of form during the season before last, but very few are safe in this Arsenal project that is constantly seeking to improve. Christos Tzolis is reportedly keen for Arsenal to become his next club and has been turning down approaches from other teams this summer while waiting for the Gunners to make their move. Following an outstanding season with Club Brugge, in which he finished with more than 30 goal contributions, the attacker has become one of the most sought-after players in European football. His performances have attracted significant interest, with several clubs monitoring his progress ahead of the new campaign. Arsenal continue to monitor Tzolis. Arsenal have been following Tzolis closely and are expected to view him as a potential replacement for Leandro Trossard, who is reportedly close to joining Beşiktaş. Trossard has been an important member of the Arsenal squad, but with his expected departure, the club are looking at options to strengthen their attacking ranks. Although Arsenal also admire Bradley Barcola, Tzolis remains firmly on their radar as they assess their transfer priorities. The Gunners have reportedly held discussions with the players' representatives and are prepared to commit more than €30 million to complete the transfer. As a result, Tzolis is said to be waiting for Arsenal and is not interested in holding talks with other clubs while he waits for further developments. Attacker focused on Arsenal move. As reported by Football Talk, Borussia Dortmund approached Tzolis, but the attacker rejected the opportunity because he wants to focus on the possibility of joining Arsenal. The report adds that he is waiting for the Gunners to increase their interest before making any decision about his future. Tzolis is believed to be fully focused on the prospect of playing for Arsenal this season and is prepared to remain patient while the situation develops. His reported preference for Arsenal could prove significant if the club decide to advance their pursuit during the transfer window. Whether Arsenal eventually complete the move remains to be seen, but Tzolis continues to be linked with the club following an impressive campaign that has raised his profile across European football. Arsenal's long-term admiration for Julián Álvarez may finally have a realistic route to becoming something more. Report: Arsenal given green light to sign €100 million forward. Arsenal's long-term admiration for Julián Álvarez may finally have a realistic route to becoming something more. According to fresh reports from Spain, Atletico Madrid have no intention of selling the Argentine to Barcelona, viewing the Catalan giants as a direct domestic rival. However, the same reports suggest they would be far more open to negotiating with Arsenal should the Gunners make a serious approach. That subtle difference could prove significant. Álvarez, currently valued at around €100 million by Transfermarkt, has long been admired across Europe thanks to his relentless work rate, tactical intelligence and ability to play across the front line. While Atletico remain under no pressure to sell, Arsenal would at least appear to have a conversation available to them that Barcelona do not. It is anticipated though that Atletico would be looking for more than that, probably in excess of £100 million, €120 million. The obvious question, however, is where Álvarez would fit, especially at that expense. Arsenal already possess two senior centre-forwards in Victor Gyökeres and Kai Havertz, while Gabriel Jesus is widely expected to leave before the transfer window closes. Even then, it would be difficult to imagine Mikel Arteta keeping Gyökeres, Havertz and Álvarez all satisfied with minutes across a demanding campaign. One solution that has already begun to surface is a potential player exchange involving Gyökeres moving in the opposite direction. Such a deal would undoubtedly divide opinion among Arsenal supporters. Gyökeres remains a somewhat polarizing figure despite his goal-scoring pedigree, while Álvarez has proven himself at the very highest level with both Manchester City and Argentina. There is also another factor to consider. Following Leandro Trossard's move to Beşiktaş, Arsenal are now actively searching for a new left-sided attacker. While both Álvarez and Gyökeres have occasionally operated from the left during their careers, neither is a natural winger, making it difficult to see either filling the vacancy on a regular basis. Instead, Arsenal's recruitment team still appear more likely to splash on a specialist wide player. Aston Villa's Morgan Rogers and Paris Saint-Germain's Bradley Barcola continue to be heavily linked, while Club Brugge winger Christos Tzolis remains another intriguing option. For now, any move for Álvarez remains speculative rather than imminent. But the latest update is an encouraging one for Arsenal supporters. Atletico Madrid may have slammed the door shut on Barcelona, yet they appear willing to leave it open for Arsenal should the Gunners decide this is the summer to make their move. If Arsenal genuinely believe Álvarez is the final piece of Arteta's attacking puzzle, they may have been handed an opportunity few expected to arise. That's all for today's Arsenal transfer news. Which signing would you most like Arsenal to complete, Julián Álvarez, Christos Tzolis, or another player? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss the latest Arsenal transfer updates. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Koig.